Hello everybody and welcome to Toyah At Home from my glamorous hotel room at Edinburgh Airport. But don't worry, in reality I am actually in Bury St Edmunds getting ready for the Electric Ladies show tonight. I'm just grabbing every hour I can on this absolutely crazy tour. The whole team get on like a family, and last night in Edinburgh they were doing the Golden Mile, they were having curries, they were going out to clubs. I was here just trying to grab some sleep. This tour is just fantastic, and every artist on this tour, Lena Lovitch, Saffron, Republica, I mean, we are so similar, yet we are so incredibly individual and different, and the show just works and the audiences are going crazy, and it's a lot of fun, and I'm really, really grateful to be here on the road. Now, another thing I've noticed is the UK has kind of changed. It's been 2.5 years that we've been through lockdown and slowly getting back to normal. And there's a new young generation out there who are just gorgeous. In Newcastle the other week, I sat by the riverfront and I had a most amazing vegan meal prepared by lovely young people. And I phoned Robert and I said, we could live here. This is incredible. And the whole vibe of the UK is very, very different, and you can feel the future just blooming. I'm really, really positive about it. I actually think that there's a new generation that is going to bring everything back to the quality of the planet, to the quality of life, to the quality where we protect the ecology and all of that. There's a huge optimism, and I'm surprised by that. And it could very much be because the music that Lena, Saffron and I are doing is really kick-ass music, and it's music that was written at a time where the kind of ideology of punk and the ideology of women kind of standing up for themselves was very, very strong and growing, as it is today as well. So we're loving this, absolutely loving it. And Saf, she wants to take the whole tour to America, and I'm hoping that Lena could bring us all out into Europe because, she's just absolutely massive in Europe. It's a wonderful, wonderful event. The lighting, the sound, the three of us as singers are all very, very different, and the music is all very up and very powerful, and at the same time there's wonderful textures going on and great stories being told. I really hope you can get to see this show because I just love it, and I'm just going to say to the promoters, we've got to do this lineup again. There's still so much to explore. This week, I am going to be talking about a show that took part in 1983. It must have been around September 1983, and the show is called Hold Tight, and it was on Granada TV. Now, Hold Tight, when it started in 1982, was presented by Pauline Black of Selector. By the time I did the show, around September 1983, I believe the presenter was Sue Robbie. It's a fabulous show. It was filmed at Alton Towers. It used every possible theme around Alton Towers to kind of promote itself visually. And the central theme of the programme, apart from having live music on, was a huge game of snakes and ladders in which two teams would compete of very young people. So the whole show was very high energy. Everyone knew why they were on the show. They were there to compete. So you can feel that energy in the performance of Rebel Run that I'm going to talk you through today. Now, I knew Alton Towers very well because it was one of the most exciting places to go to as a location in the UK at this particular time. I think it was one of the very first theme parks, and it certainly was one of the first that had everything that you could find in America. So it was ultra modern, and to be there was really, really exciting. What I adore about this performance at Alton Towers on Hold Tight, it's like a precursor to what stadium shows were about to become. We're standing on these vast platforms. The whole PA is on separate platforms, and I'm on platforms, and they're going up and down, which is what you started to see in the large arena shows towards the late 1980s, and certainly today in the new millennium you see this a lot, but this is definitely a precursor. So the programme opens with me on the castle battlements at Alton Towers in my swanky modes perspex armour, which was made for the shoot for the cover of Love is the Law and for the video of Rebel Run. My hair is a bright red because I just got back from France filming the Ebony Tower, where my hair was not only bright red, but I had a Mohican as well. And I'm in a swanky modes kind of fencing suit, but this is dyed bright blue. It just looks utterly phenomenal. We have Joel Bogan on guitar, Simon Darlow, the co-writer of the track, is on keyboards, and we have a guest drummer. So here we are on these revolving platforms that are going up and down on hydraulics. I mean, it's incredible. There is absolutely no safety harnesses. Physically, I'm very strong. I just spent 3 months playing a female wrestler in London in a stage play. So I'm in peak physical condition. The weather just about is holding out. I remember it rained earlier. My hair is stunning in this kind of long Mohican dyed bright red. And here I am in my black stilettos on a wet stage, moving along on kind of hydraulic platforms, and the audience are just great. They're so energized, and the reason that they're that energized is they know they are there for a competitive game show. So they have had a fantastic warm-up. They had a warm-up person just getting them to scream and do Hawaiian waves and to just be part of the show and to be very, very vocal. Now I'm in a close-up and the hair is just the most glorious colour. I didn't have it that colour often. I was mainly kind of pink or orange. And there you have the whole audience just clapping along, and I'm now on a kind of walkway going out into the audience. And I remember I had to choose my shoes carefully because I didn't want to be wearing something that was going to make me go arse over tit. Now I'm back on the settlements, the battle settlements of the castle, and you'll notice that I have no shoes on. It was just too unsafe, and there was no one with me. I just went up there on my own. Knowing me, I probably decided to do that and just did it, and I said, just film me doing this. So I did it barefoot, so I had more grip on the stonework. I just think that is a fabulous performance, and it's so right for the song. And looking back at it in retrospect, I would have probably have used that as the official video because it's just really spot on. The coloration of the film, the heightened blues, the heightened reds, the yellow platform of the stages that were rising up and down. Glorious. It's a perfect piece for me. I do remember being driven home afterwards, and our driver was going too fast, and just past Watford on the M1 we got stopped by a policeman that didn't look any older than 14, and he was having none of it. We were offering him tickets to a show, we were offering him, his whole family could come and see us on tour. No, he was having none of it. He booked the driver for speeding, and I just really remember that because it's the first time I looked at a policeman. I thought, you're a child. It's just one of those kind of changing moments. So tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I'm on at Bury St Edmunds. If you're coming, have a fantastic time. Please try and come and see this tour because it's just beautiful. It's really uplifting. The music is incredible. It's a lot of fun and it's a great looking show. So I will see you tonight for an Objects of Desire with my beautiful husband, and we have a very powerful Sunday lunch for you tomorrow. And in the meantime, big love from me. Mwah.
Toyah and Rebel, run!